Hello, I am Realtor Rankin, aka Sonja Rankin, a local real estate agent here in the Emerald Coast of Florida. I cover from Pensacola to Panama City, as far north as the Alabama line. I don't go past that. And then as far south as the Gulf, so the Gulf of Mexico, I should say. So this whole area is covered, but I wanted to share a little bit of information about my site before you dig into it. This was designed by me, so all these imperfections I got it, all me. I designed this myself instead of having somebody design my site because there's always things that need to be tweaked. There's always new information, and I want you to have the cutting edge stuff. As soon as I receive information, I want you to have it. If rates are changing, if things are getting better or worse, I want to be able to share that with you. So here is just the front page right here. You can click on any of the social links right here. This is my link tree. This gives you if you don't know what a link tree is, you click on it and has my website, ways of contacting me with just a click of a button. It's very simple and it makes the process as easy as possible. Yeah, right here, Realtor, certified military relocation professional, and I work with Realty One Group in Emerald Coast. That's my brokerage. But as we go here, I have this map and I've designed this and I put all these little pins in place. When you see this type of pin, these are military bases and there's little arrows pointing to them as well because this is kind of a cluttered map. I got the best one I could find and I just made it work as best that I could. None of this is in alphabetic order because we have multiple areas that start with a letter N, like Niceville or Navarre, and it just was easier for me to just do this. So the letters are on the map, so you get a general idea of where that city is. And I've got a list of the communities here. These are all linked to real estate in that area. So if you want to search for, you were like, okay, well, I'm going to be working over in Eglin. I like how close I is to Eglin. Let's see what I is. I is Shalimar, Florida. Click on that. It'll show you listings in Shalimar, Florida. But if you go ahead and scroll on down here, there is a video, and this is where I go through the map and describe the different areas, give you an idea how far certain areas are from different military bases, and just give you a general idea of what what the cities are like. Or is it a town that's big? Is this a big place, or is this a country? Is it rural? What types of houses can you get here? Are there condos? Okay, it's close to the beach. Does it have a lot of homes with frontage? And I share a little bit of information, just kind of in a nutshell, about the local communities there. If this is all over your head and this is just the most stressful thing you've ever seen, you're moving, you're concerned, you're worried, don't worry. I've got you. I deal with remote sales all the time. And even if you're not interested in buying right now or selling or having any type of real estate transaction, I want to help you. I'm happy to just give free information. That's what I want to be a resource. I'm a local guide and I want to help you out. Even if it doesn't mean that I get the sale in the long run, I love helping people come to this area or just know about this area so you can make an educated decision when it is time to move or when your loved one is ready to move. So just know I'm always here for you. You can always reach out. This is the help button, aka the easy button. So click that and it'll bring you to my site where you could just let me know what's going on and I'll reach out to you and we'll get everything sorted out. You don't have to worry. This does not have to be a problem. This does not have to be a painful process. When I'm helping you, you'll find that there's all that worry and stress for the most part goes away, other than the stuff that you need to take care of. So, this is just where you can click and watch that video where it's describing the different areas in a little bit more detail. Then I went ahead and broke it down a little bit more. So with the Definiak Springs, if you want to read about this, you can click here. It might tell you a little bit about the history. It might tell you a little bit about the area and what information there might be by the city's website, or it may tell you what it's known for, and then things to do. That's going to tell you the fun things to do in the area, different attractions, or what the city might be known for, and then real estate. That's all my listings of homes that are available for sale in that area. So you've got it all at the tip of your fingers. So you can always click here to see real estate listings, or you can come down here and click there. There are a couple photographs, either from the area or stock photographs that represent homes that are very close to looking like what you'd find in that area. So where I didn't have exact pictures from that town or that city or that subdivision, I shared what I found on the internet that was similar to it or located there. I've done some business in Mary Esther. So this place right here is that I sold in Mary Esther. I've done a lot of business in Crestview. All these are places where I've brought happy buyers in Crestview, and they're peppered in throughout here. So I've got my little trophies in there here and there, just to kind of give me the warm and fuzzy feeling when I see that picture of, oh, that's my friend Melissa's house. So that's neither here nor there. But anyway, here's more information. Everybody wants to know about the schools. If you're definitely going to move here and it's in the future or it's now, you may want to pick where you live based on the school. So here's information. As a licensed real estate agent, we have rules where we can't steer you and say, oh yeah, this place has a great school, that place sucks. So what I can do is I can give you the resources from the internet. I can share the resources and you make an informed decision based on what you've read. And if you want to buy a house in a certain school district, it just works out to be where your work is and where you want your kids to go to school. Perfection. I'll go ahead and do everything I can to find you places and send you a list of homes in that area. I'll also include a link down here where you can just request a list of homes for sale, and it's going to be attached to a little questionnaire where it's like, hey, what town do you think you want to live in, how many bedrooms, how many baths, how many people, and then I'll just send you over a list to your email. I never have to bother you on the phone or anything like that. It's just a matter of just getting you that list, and when you see something you love, reach out. And I may periodically email you and just say, hey, how's it going? But I like to take a very no pressure approach, and I really don't want you ever feeling like anybody's riding you about your decision. When you're ready, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you. So as we continue on here, I make a monthly newsletter. It's called RANKIN'S Fun List. So every month I update basically a website that's a newsletter, and it shares all the different events in the area. So that's a link to that, and you can use that link forever because I'll always update that website and the events there. As you continue on, if you're PCSing, here's PCS information. I designed a website that shares all this detail about PCSing, and if you're going to be buying a house, how to go through the VA process. I explain how that works and your letter of eligibility or certificate of eligibility. And if you're moving to another state, if you're just browsing through here to browse through here and you're actually going to be buying or selling a home in another state, click here. I can find you an amazing real estate agent that is on my level who would take as good a care of you as I would. Even though I'm not licensed in every state, I'm licensed in Florida right now, and I may reach out and go to another couple states as well. But I want to be the specialist of Florida. So I know a lot of great agents in all the other states and even other countries. So if you need to go to Korea, let me know. I'll find you a great agent in Korea. And also here, if you plan on buying a home, you don't really know what the process is or where to start, I made a guide. Click on that, and it's a home buyer's guide. It'll explain the process and make it as easy as possible for you if you've never bought a home before, or if you have, if it's not your first time, go through that module and just kind of check it out. It will just be a nice refresher because we do things differently here in Florida, and I make the process as easy as possible. As we continue down, if you're looking for a rental, if you say, wait a minute, I want to rent for a little while, we always recommend buying if you know you're going to be here for 3 years plus. It can just benefit you in that way, and there's a lot of perks to it. But if you want to rent, there's no pressure. If you want to rent, here is a link to a friend of mine who runs a rental company. They're actually under the same umbrella as my brokerage, but I don't personally handle rentals. But if for you, I would be more than happy to be the concierge and put you in contact with them when you find one that you love. So the way it goes is they get a ton of messages, they get a ton of inquiries every day. So let's break through all that noise. And if you reach out to them, say, hey, my name's such and such, I like this property, and Sonja Rankin sent me to you. So they'll hear Sonja Rankin, they'll be like, oh, we know Sonja, let's go ahead and get you process through there, and hopefully it'll help you out. And when it comes to, if you'd rather not do that part of it, send me this, click this button right here, and that will, right there, you can send me a message and say, hey, my name's such and such, and I want to rent this property here. I plan on applying. And then I'll just send them a message and I'll say, hey, such and such is coming over. I sent them your way. So it'll help us both out in the long run. It lets them know that, hey, Sonja's on my team and she's helping us get renters. And this is a great company. It's called One Family Property Services, and they have rentals when others won't. So this company really just grinds to get new inventory constantly, and they do really great at getting that inventory. Mel, who works over there, is based out of the Crestview office, but they serve this whole area. They're excellent, and they really take good care of you, and they also take care of the owners. So it's a great 50-50 of consideration and also making sure that you're comfortable with the process as well. So you got two options there. If you call up and or you're going to apply, you can say, "Hey, Sonja sent me. I'm interested in this property," or you can just click this button and text me and say, "Hey, Sonja, I'm interested in this property. My name is such and such," and I'll call up or message them and just say, "Hey, I sent this person your way, and we'll see if we can get you into a rental." This whole website can be too much information because I'd rather you be too informed and just ignore it than to not have resources where you have to bounce all over the internet. If you would prefer to buy, you can shop houses in the entire area right here, as opposed to up a couple pages where you could be searching, different cities, search by different cities and towns. But here's the fun stuff. Once you move here, you're going to want things to do. So maybe you're shopping and you decide you're going to come on down here and see a couple houses with me. And then here is a little website that I put together for my friends who work with me. I say, "Hey, listen, I don't want you to come over here and be bored and sad because you don't have any friends and you haven't really you don't know the area, don't know what there is to do." So I put together a website to share all the fun things to do in the area. So as you continue down, there's events this month. That's my website that I mentioned earlier, the fun list. And there's bike trails, hiking, tubing, arcades, skate parks. There's restaurants, my favorite restaurants. There's doggy parks. There's the best beaches to visit. And this is in the whole Emerald Coast of Florida. So you're not just looking at things from Crestview or other cities. Antique shops, thrift shops, amusement. The best of the Emerald Coast. These are different. Some of these are YouTube videos that I put together where instead of having a bunch of text you have to read, I'm just spilling it all out and telling you all the secrets of the area. As we continue on here, there's a little bit of, these sites are kind of similar to the ones I had up a couple pages. These will just give you a little bit more information in the general areas, the general cities and towns. So you can always check those out for a little bit extra information. And if you want to contact me, here's a little contact form at the bottom as well. But my link tree is one of the best ways that you can get in touch with me. And you can always fill out this little form and reach out to me as well. But I'm always here for you. If there's anything I can do, if you call and for whatever reason it goes to the answering machine, leave a message. I'll get back with you. And yeah, I'm happy that you're checking out my site. And I'm very excited to help you in your journey. And again, there's no pressure here. When it's time to rent, time to buy, or you just have questions about the area, please reach out. I'd love to help you and I'd love to hear from you. So I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. And again, I'm always here. If you want to reach out, feel free to message me or use any of the links to contact me, or just browse around, check out my reviews, check out some of my content online, and have an amazing day. Bye.